So in this video, I want to share with you how you as a coach, as a course creator, can do $100,000 months. I'm going to share with you the 3 things that I recommend to take you to $100,000 per month. Hi, my name's Colin Boyd. I'm the creator of Sell From Stage Academy and Conversion Story Formula. I help coaches, course creators design high converting presentations that get them clients and not just claps. And this video is going to take you through the methodology, the thinking strategy that I use and my clients have used to do $100,000 months. We've got over 10,000 students. And so I'm kind of in a unique position where I know what works and what doesn't. I want to share with you what does work in this video so that you can finally hit that goal. So I remember walking down the beach with my wife. I was early in my coaching career. And I remember saying to her, I was like, babe, if I can just make $10,000 a month, everything will be different. Like my life will be different. We'll be free. We'll have all the money in the world. And she was like, babe, okay, can I hold you to that? Like if we hit 10,000 a month, you're going to completely be fine and you're not going to be concerned about money. You're going to be happy, right? I was like, yes, soon as we hit 10,000. And I remember hitting $10,000 a month and basically nothing changed. I was like, I got the 10,000, sure it was good, but I was like, what if I hit 20,000? And I remember it was like this perpetual cycle. Now, we have those numbers in the coaching industry of like, it's a $10,000 a month or a $50,000 a month or the magic $100,000 a month. Now, I will say that as you grow your business and if you do it the right way, making $100,000 a month is a really good number. Like you have more money to spare, more money to spend, more money to invest, more money to save. You have a lot more choices. So I will say that as you grow in your income, you have a lot more opportunity. And I want to help you do that. I want to help you go from maybe $10,000 a month to doing $100,000 a month. So what are those 3 elements that are involved with this? I was reflecting on a student recently, her name's Verena. When she first came into our program, she was doing about $20,000 a month. So she was doing pretty well, right, as a coach. And she came to me and she said, Colin, I want to do $100,000 a month. And I remember just recently she came up to me at an event and she said, Colin, I haven't told you this. I wanted to tell you this personally. I just recently started doing $100,000 months. And she's telling me with like literally like her eyes are welling up. She's getting quite emotional. And she said, I just wanted to let you know that this experience going through your program has completely changed my life. Like we've bought a new house, we've got more freedom. I don't have fear around money anymore. She was like, Colin, I just want you to know that I've done other programs before and they just under-delivered, but this has completely changed my life. Now, hearing her say that for me is the reason why I run my programs. But I share that as an inspiration of, she said to me, and I know I've experienced this in my life, had moments where it's like, are we ever going to hit it? Are we ever going to hit that magic number? Well, there are 3 things that she did, 3 things that I've done that helped me to do that and well beyond that now as well. The first thing is to build a blockbuster product or experience. So one of the problems with the coaching industry is that it has a very low barrier of entry. What I mean by that is you can sign up to like Kajabi or ClickFunnels or Go High Level. You can sign up for that, build an online course pretty easily, right? Like just shoot it in your home office, right? You could shoot it on your video camera. And like that's okay, right? That's good to get started. But the problem is that it's not like a blockbuster experience. For me, several years ago, about 4 years ago, I created a program. It's called Sell From Stage Academy. And my intention with this program was I wanted to create literally the most robust but easy to use program on the planet when it comes to designing presentations that sell. So I wanted to work with coaches, course creators, probably just like you, so that they can design presentations for a virtual, like a webinar or a live presentation to get clients every single time they speak. And I was like, I wanted to make it so good that if they could only buy one product their entire life on this topic, that if they bought my product, they would have everything that they needed. So do you know what I did? I ran a beta experience, which is what I recommend, first of all. I ran a beta experience, which is just basically taking people through the content at a lower price, just to get great feedback. That's part of creating a Blockbuster experience, by the way. So I got great feedback, kind of like running a focus group, got all the feedback, and then I built it. I hired a videographer, hired a house, like built it in a beautiful experience, made sure it all worked, and it's just premium. Like it's an incredible course. It's the reason why Verena and many of my clients come to me and they're like, Colin, this has completely changed my life. Why? Because I built a freaking Blockbuster. So one of the most important things for you to go to the next level, to hit $100,000 months, is you have to build a Blockbuster product. So it's good to start with a lower end product, right? Start with a, done for you. You've just put it together with a camera on your computer. That's totally fine. But I'm like, are you serious now? Do you want to run $1 million coaching business? If you do, you've got to go for a Blockbuster. There's something energetically that happens in you when you are so proud of your product, it's not funny. Because when a client comes up and they're like, would this work for me? You're like, absolutely. Like there's a sense of certainty that you carry about your product. And so most people think the problem is their marketing, but I actually think the problem is their product. So build a Blockbuster product. That's number one. Number two is you have to create a leveraged conversion system. So what tends to happen is in the coaching industry, you're going to do some sales calls, right? You're going to do discovery calls, one-on-one conversations, and that's great, especially when you're getting started. But if you truly want to leverage, you have to have a one-to-many conversion system. My recommendation is a presentation. So whether that's a webinar, whether that you could run a live event with a presentation, you could do like a virtual event, a virtual experience. I mentioned Verena before. She built a webinar and she would run that webinar every week, every other week, every month. She would just run it consistently and build it and scale it. And that was one of the core mechanisms that helped her to get to $100,000 months. That's what we do as well. We run presentations, whether it's automated presentations and live presentations, to help people to understand what we do and how we can help them. That's what I want you to do. So you've got to build a leveraged conversion system so that you're not doing the onesie twosies, like sitting down with a client for half an hour and then sitting down with the client for another hour to convert them into like a $2,000 product or a $1,000. Like if you're selling a $50,000 coaching package, sure, sit down one-on-one, that's great. But anything like under $3,000, if you're selling anything under $3,000, it should be all done through a one-to-many conversion experience, right? So that is the second thing you need to have in place to start getting to $100,000 a month. So you've got the Blockbuster product, you've got a leveraged conversion system. The third element is this. The third element is you have to find a marketing channel that you love and can dominate. Now, what I mean by dominate is not just organic traffic, but paid traffic. For us, it's Facebook ads. Now, for you, it might be LinkedIn. For you, it might be YouTube. You got to think about what channel do you love, and also where are your audience? So maybe they are on Instagram. We do a lot of content on Instagram. So when I say Facebook ads, I mean Instagram and Facebook. Like they're basically the same thing, right? So we use Instagram and Facebook, but a lot of our clients might use LinkedIn or they use YouTube. Like it doesn't matter what the platform is. You have to find one channel that you, first of all, you enjoy working on. And secondly, you can dominate. Like you can drive traffic to, and preferably you can do paid ads. Just recently I was working with one of our clients and her first webinar, like conversion mechanism, she only had a few people attend. And that was kind of like, that was her first one, which I was stoked about. I was like, great, you ran it, you got some experience. The second one I said, hey, let's get serious, let's follow the strategy and let's put some paid ads towards it. And she spent about $2,000. She ended up getting over 700 people on the webinar and it completely changed the trajectory of her business. And so what I'm saying is, once you've got a Blockbuster product, you've built a high converting, like leveraged webinar or presentation, then you're focusing on the traffic and you can drive traffic to it. And so That's completely game changing. What will happen is you'll very quickly, I know for us, we were several years ago, we were hovering around the $80,000, like $60,000 to $80,000 a month. And when we got that mechanism in place of the marketing mechanism and just started pushing and scaling it, it went from like 80 to 150 to 200, and it just continued. And so that's the 3 pillars of doing $100,000 months as a course creator and as a coach. So I'd love to know what's been most valuable from this content today around the 3 pillars. Let me know. What's been most valuable out of these 3 things? What stood out for you as being, okay, that needs to be my next focus? Let me know. If you've got any questions about it, let me know in the comments. And if you want to create that Blockbuster product and that leverage conversion system, make sure to go and check out our training, which is a more in-depth training. It's called the 5 Secrets to Selling on Webinar and Live Stages. You can see a link in the show notes, or you can just go to colinboyd.co/workshop. And it's a free online training. It's on demand. You can watch it anytime while it's still available. And that'll show you the steps you can take to actually build a high converting presentation leverage mechanism for that. So definitely go and check that out, and leave a comment down below. What's been most helpful, most valuable from our conversation that we've had today? We'll see you soon.